Let's be real. Ayanokoji Kiyotaka isn't just another anime character. He's a blueprint, a walking example of what happens when you combine intelligence, control, and absolute discipline. When I first watched Classroom of the Elite, I wasn't just entertained, I was studying him. And the more I watched, the more I started picking up on things I could apply in real life. Because while Ayanokoji might be fictional, the mindset he carries, that can be real, that can be you. This video isn't just about admiration, it's about transformation. If you take even a few of these habits seriously, you'll start to think clearer, move smarter, and live better. So let's break down the habits that turn regular people into high-level players. You ready? Let's dive in. Habit number 6, external non-reaction. Now this one right here, this is peak stoicism. Ayanokoji has mastered the art of showing nothing. No matter how much chaos is going on around him, his face is blank, his energy unshaken. You could have a bomb explode next to this guy and he'd blink once, maybe. That's what makes him terrifying. Because when you don't show emotion, you don't give people power over you. Think about real life. When someone's trying to get under your skin, what's the first thing they look for? A reaction. And once you give them that, they win. But if you master the art of the external non-reaction, you stay unpredictable. You stay dangerous. You ever had someone insult you and you just smiled and walked off? That's power. Ayanokoji doesn't waste time proving how he feels. He lets his actions speak. And that's the move. Start doing this in real life. You don't need to clap back at every hater. Let them talk. Your silence will eat them alive. Habit number 7. Pick your battles. Bro, not everything deserves your energy. And that's something Ayanokoji understands better than anyone. He doesn't get involved in every argument, every little classroom drama. He watches. He calculates. Then when the time is right, boom, he strikes. But only when it matters. That's the key. A lot of people waste their strength on useless battles, defending their pride over dumb stuff, wasting hours on debates that won't change anything. You gotta learn to let stuff go. Conserve your energy for the fights that actually push you forward, like when you're working on your dream, or standing up for your values, or protecting someone important. Be strategic with your energy. Every time you choose not to engage in pointless drama, you're building discipline. Ayanokoji doesn't win because he's in every fight. He wins because he's in the right ones. Habit number 8, silence. I don't care what anyone says. Silence is a weapon. Ayanokoji barely speaks, but when he does, you listen. Every word hits harder. Because silence builds mystery. It makes people curious. It makes them uncomfortable. You ever been around someone who doesn't talk much and it throws you off? That's power. And Ayanokoji wields it perfectly. In real life, people talk too much, overshare, reveal their whole game plan before the match even starts. But the quiet ones, they're dangerous. They make moves behind the curtain. They let people underestimate them. And then, boom, they show you why that was a mistake. So don't be afraid of silence. Use it. Let people talk themselves into corners while you sit back and gather data. Sometimes the loudest move you can make is saying nothing. Habit number 9, time management. Here's the cold truth. Ayanokoji doesn't waste time. Every move he makes has intention behind it. He doesn't scroll for hours, binge watch anime, or spend his days talking about what he might do. Nah, he executes. His day is built around efficiency. And you can see that in how he always seems to be 5 steps ahead of everyone else. That's not magic. That's time mastery. And bro, let's be honest, you're probably wasting a lot of time. We all are. But you don't need some $1 million system to fix it. Just start by cutting the nonsense. Wake up earlier. Plan your day. Track your habits. Prioritize your mission. Because how you spend your time is how you spend your life. And if you waste hours every day, don't act shocked when your future looks like junk. Learn from Ayanokoji, your time is either a weapon or a leash. You choose which one it becomes. Habit number 10, profound curiosity. This one doesn't get talked about enough, but it's one of Ayanokoji's most underrated strengths. He's always watching, always learning. He questions everything. And that kind of curiosity is dangerous. Most people just accept life as it is. They take everything at face value. But Ayanokoji, he digs deeper. He wants to understand how people tick, how systems work, how power flows. That's why he's always 10 steps ahead, because he's not satisfied with surface-level answers. You need to develop that same mindset. Ask more questions. Study people. Study yourself. If something confuses you, don't just brush it off. get obsessed. Curiosity is what leads to mastery. Every skill, every truth, every advantage. It all starts with asking the right questions. So start being that person who sees what others miss. The one who's always learning, always evolving. Because the people who keep asking why are the ones who end up running the show. And that wraps up part 2 of the habits that make Ayanokoji an absolute menace. But even now, we've still only scratched the surface. So yes, I'll keep this series going because this isn't just about being like Ayanokoji. It's about extracting the elite traits and using them to build your final form. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Also, please go follow me on Instagram. My goal is to reach 60,000 followers within this year. So please support me in achieving my goal. As always, remember I love you and I'm praying for your success. Until next time, stay frosty.